Should schools named after Confederate generals change their names? That's what the Huntsville Board of Education is considering. Our Ayanna Willoughby tells us how the community is reacting after hearing a change could be just around the corner.
The proposal to rename Lee High School, I think it's probably one of the most impactful and most positive things that we really need at this time.
During the Board of Education meeting yesterday, the potential name change of Lee High School was the first thing on the agenda. Lee High School is named after the late Confederate General Robert E. Lee.
And just some additional information to know is it will be a two-step process. The first part will be considering that community feedback, which is very, very instrumental in this process. And then depending on that feedback, entering the process of selection of a new name. This is going to be a very slow, a very intentional, and a very transparent process.
The topic was brought up after the board says they received concerns from students, parents, and community members.
That it's time for anything that is going to have a negative slant, a negative connotation. It doesn't make sense for our city.
This won't be an overnight process. In order to change the name, first, the board must consider the Alabama Memorial Preservation Act. They also need the approval from the State Attorney General's office.
The board has certain limits on names that it could consider if it decides to go forward with the process. And
introduced in 2017, the Alabama Memorial Preservation Act protects the renaming or disturbance of any monument or memorial that has been in place for at least 20 years.
Also important in that board policy is that there has to be at least 60-day notice.
The next Board of Education meeting is June 15th. Putting the Valley first, I'm Ayanna Willoughby, WZDX News.